Hi there, Gia.
Hey, Keisha.
Gia, come on.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, America,
Oh, sorry.
world.
It's been a long, hot day. I don't know why, but heat makes me tired.
Yeah, it does.
Makes
And
me sleepy.
and you were doing some weed whacking,
I
and
was doing a lot of weed whacking. Yeah.
and again, everybody, that's actual whacking of weeds.
Right. We're not like doing any double entendre here or anything. We're not
No,
capable of it, really.
no. Pretty much what we say is what we mean.
We really mean it, yeah. But
Hmm. Yeah.
anyway, it was
Okay.
fun. I enjoyed it, but it made me tired apparently.
Yeah. Okay. All right, dear. Well,
So you're
hopefully.
gonna have to carry
Oh my God.
you're gonna have to carry this show
I
as
guess
usual.
so. That's a
As
lot of
usual.
pressure. All right. Well,
Yeah.
first, I'll start by saying thank you to everybody who made the effort to find our new Facebook page.
Oh Jesus, you're welcome. It wasn't easy. I had to find it too.
I
I was
thought
like,
you were going to be quiet.
oh, sorry. No, I just want to say to our listeners, I feel your pain because our great leader here doesn't make it easy. Like the
I'm
one without the
sorry.
picture, the one with the picture, and the picture.
Did they both have
Yeah.
pictures? I don't know.
No, but like there's there's the profile pic and then there's like just the page pic and there's still a pic. Like I'm still an administrator of the
Yeah,
one without the
the
pic.
old
So
one.
yeah, so it's still showing up on
Oh,
my
yeah. Yeah, that must have been
but
confusing
I
for you.
think I successfully followed the other one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes,
And
and, as
she
I was
claims she's going to make me an administrator, but we'll see.
you know, after today, I don't think that's such a good
So
idea.
if you don't hear from me, you'll know what's happening.
Gia has been locked out.
But I was wondering, can you still post on the old page?
If I do, that means I have to sort of like reactivate that account and then
Okay.
and Facebook makes that a real nightmare, I have to say.
I was just thinking it would have been cool if you'd put a post saying, here's the link to the new
Yeah, that
page
would have
to
been
make it
smart,
easier.
huh, Gia?
But it's like a good test of loyalty. Like, see if you can find us. Ha ha! I dare you.
Again, I thought you were just going to be quiet.
I kind of woke up a little bit.
I know what happened. Oh God!
Never mind. We're a small, hardy group anyway, and that's how we like it. So
Yeah,
whatever.
that is how we like it, and I think that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, we wish fewer people would listen to us. Really,
I think our wish may come true sooner than we think. But no, we have such great listeners. Really, we have lovely people who are patient and kind, and we appreciate all of you. We really do.
Yeah.
Honestly,
we don't necessarily appreciate each other that much, but we appreciate you.
No, you are getting on my last nerve. Oh dear.
Anyway,
okay.
What happened in the last couple of days? What we have Friday and
today. Yeah, and I don't think I only watched each episode once, so they're not super fresh in my mind. But we had some. Oh well, we had Drew. We had Drew back on the scene. In his office with his cheap blue blazer, which is the same blazer I think that Sonny wears occasionally. So
yeah, you think they trade it back and forth?
Yeah, I think they take turns with that blazer, and I don't think it's.
Have you looked for it on the Worn on TV website yet?
I feel like it would.
I know you favor the man's clothing.
I do. Well, I think it probably came from one of those like discount men's suit warehouses or
Men's
something.
Warehouse. So see, I always
Yeah.
felt like that was like classy if you ever actually got rich enough to go buy a 2-for-1 deal at the
The designer men's warehouse.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. One
I
of
did
these
like
days.
Sonny's pool shirt today. I might look
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, thought he was looking sharp. Yeah, so we had too much Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yeah. Any Drew is
Drew,
pretty much too much Drew, right?
Drew Quartermain. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and I guess now that we're talking, I'm some of Friday starting to come back to me. We had Chase returning from dropping Finn off, and
Oh
he
right.
and
Yeah,
Brook Lynn
yeah.
had their little heart to heart.
Their little moment about what's the importance of moving into the Quartermains? I feel like they're making a big dealio out of that.
I know. I'm not sure why they had to belabor the point, really, but I guess.
Belabor. That's exactly what they did. They belabored it.
Uh, well, I guess if you're asking your fella to move into like the big family home, you know, that's risky, maybe.
Well, and it didn't even really, of course, make sense that they needed to do that.
Yeah,
Um, like obviously they could have gotten a different place.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know
Hmm.
what the big deal is. I guess we're just looking for summer hijinks, like so we can have
Exactly.
everybody at the
Yeah.
Quartermains.
Ultimately, yeah, everybody is going to be living at the Quartermains.
There's like a vibe for summer, like a summer
Hmm.
vibe for soaps and a
Yeah, yeah.
summer vibe for TV in general. We got like these days you get a lot
Hmm.
more of these stupid game show like
Oh, I know.
1999.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Remember,
Some.
it used to be like, remember they used to do like celebrity, like Olympics or something, or
Oh
celebrity,
yeah, those Battle of the Network
yeah,
Stars. Yeah. And a lot of them were not like stars. They
it was
were.
always like Christy McNichol and
Oh, I like Kristy McNichol.
Dick Van Patten, or
Mhm.
there's a lot of those.
Yeah, yeah.
How old are we? We are old,
Or-
but
yeah,
there was a lot of
Gia.
tube socks. It was just a lot of tube socks and
That's that's your
uh,
that's your memory, huh?
yeah,
Dick
but
Van
it was
Patten and tube socks.
yeah,
Mm.
and it just seemed like there was a lighter mood in the summer, and
Yeah.
like there was the real pattern of the shows, like the season ending, and then we fill it with this frivolous shit, and then the season start up again, and that doesn't really we don't have that experience collectively anymore, I don't think. And I'm not like saying that like, oh, I wish it was like when we didn't all have cell phones and I'm not like being like one of those nostalgia idiots.
You really have come back to life.
Well, I just hate it when people are like, they post shit on their phone about, I'm
Uh,
so glad I grew up, like blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. Like, I learned how to write cursive. Well, good fucking for you. Yeah, but you can't follow a GPS on your phone or even find it,
Uh-huh.
like I know how to read a map. Well, good for you.
Good luck trying to drive with a map in your lap. Uh,
I don't know
okay.
where I'm going with this, but anyway, maybe you should step in.
I'll try. It's really hard to thread the needle between your rants, your stream of consciousness, whatever
Gotta
the hell
rant a
this
little
is.
bit. I apologize. Okay. I'm going to center myself while you talk.
Okay. Well, on the subject of part of your rant, I remember also when summertime meant you got the reruns of a season, and it
Did
seemed
they
like,
do that? I guess they did.
yeah, and I kind of liked that because some shows, you kind of want to catch them again, or
Yeah.
new people could discover them in the summertime, so I kind of
Yeah,
miss that.
I guess they did
Um,
that. I only vaguely remember that, but
Yeah. But anywho, okay, so we had yeah, Brooklyn, Chase, check. Violet seems to be settling in as far as we can tell. We didn't see her,
Yeah, we
but
didn't see her again, but
yeah,
yeah.
we saw Geo. He was going out to roam the grounds with his violin.
Yeah, like they don't have a room. They like the whole Quartermain mansion that he has to keep being outside. There's no
Are you afraid he's
like.
going to get eaten by a bear?
Well, I just think it's unrealistic to think that in this huge home there's not a single room where he can. They keep having him
Yeah,
in
yeah.
somebody else's space trying to play his violin. It seems
Yeah,
silly.
especially with like Ned being a musician and Lois and
Yeah,
Brook Lynn, they should have like a
they
nice
probably
little
have like a
studio or
soundproof
something.
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess it's just another chance to have Geo interrupt people
Right. While they're
trying to have
making
sex or
whoopee.
whatever. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
making whoopee. Do you remember when Ricky Lee Jones sang that with Dr. John?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hmm. Interesting.
Yep.
Uh, sort of. Not really. Um okay, let's see. So then we had, well, what we had also was a lot of diabolical Ava over the last couple of days,
Right, right. We're
right?
ramping up to like Ava's dangerous. We've never,
She's
yeah,
very,
Ava's
very
dangerous.
dangerous.
And I noticed that a ring she was wearing is also a snake. So we're really laying in
Oh,
on
yeah, the
some
Viper.
symbolism. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. So when Ava's in this state,
She
anything's
she can
possible.
kill. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I mean, maybe it'll be sort of by accident and then the person will turn out to not be dead. But nevertheless,
Did that happen?
to Nicholas.
Oh, right, Nicholas. I'm like, I was thinking back to the person she did kill. Olivia? Was it not Olivia? I mean,
Connie, right?
Connie, right?
Yeah.
Connie. Yeah.
Yeah.
She actually did kill somebody, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And I
Was that
think
an
she played a
accident? How did she get out of that?
of the what, Nicholas thing?
No, no, the Connie
The
thing.
Connie thing? I don't remember. But she
Mm.
also, I thought, played a big part in Morgan's death, and I'm putting
Right.
that in
Yes.
quotes now in case he does
Right,
come
because the
back.
headlines have been screaming
Hmm.
about his.
Yeah, although they're screaming about a lot of people coming back, so we'll see. If there's
I'm
a
pretty
whole
sure the
parade.
Lucky thing is for real, for
Yeah,
Ralph.
that looks real. That
Ralph.
that's kind of
Yeah.
exciting, I think.
Say it like the way I'm saying it, okay?
What? How do
For
you want me to?
Ralph. It's for Ralph.
Raw. It's.
For Ralph.
I don't think I can say it like that.
It's just fun.
It's very hard to talk to you when you're like this.
I know. Anyway, back to Ava. I
Yeah.
hated what she did to Trina today. That was just in today's episode.
Yeah. Trying to get information from her.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
putting her in that position, and it was so not the
Hmm.
Ava we've seen with Trina.
Yeah. Yeah.
She has
Uh-huh.
been a steady, solid rock of an
Right.
influence on
Right.
Trina for so long, and then suddenly she's back to like old Ava tricks, and I hate
Yeah.
that.
And Trina's just
Yeah.
sort of a means to an end now.
Yeah, and I just hate that she did that. I feel like she crossed a line there,
She
and I don't.
did. I agree. And it kind of seemed like
But
when
I loved her
Trina.
outfit.
Yes. Okay. I know you like that blouse.
Yeah,
Um but it seemed like when Trina said, Joss didn't really share stuff about, Sonny and because of Sonny and Carly, whatever. And it seemed like Ava kind of sensed that Trina was sort of editing herself and like
yeah,
deliberately not sharing, and Ava had this sort of smile, like I could be wrong, but it just kind of seemed like suddenly she decided, like Trina's, not gonna be who she thought she was or as useful,
oh
like
yeah,
it just seemed like she sort of like Trina got knocked down a peg or two because she
I,
wasn't going
I
to help Ava.
I was just waiting for Ava to realize what she'd done there and go like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that to you," and
Yeah,
that they would
yeah.
have a moment, but no, that didn't happen.
No, no. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it was rough. It was a rough.
Yeah. But what's interesting, I think, is like seeing Joss feel like she's sort of got to pick sides here, sort of for Avery's sake.
Yeah, and I thought it was a little shocking that she picked Sonny as the
Yeah.
parent that she would
Mm-hmm.
leave Avery with. I was a little bit like,
Mm-hmm.
really?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess it's a
Right.
rough choice either way.
I guess so. And maybe, like Morgan, maybe that's part of the equation for
Yeah,
Joss.
yeah.
Um, you know, there's probably other stuff we've forgotten too. Um,
So much we've
so
forgotten.
much.
Yeah.
But then also Ava, when she was talking to Laura, like lining Laura up to
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
on her
Character
side, like
witness.
manipulating her as
Yeah.
well as you can manipulate Laura, who
Right,
tried
yeah, I
not to
liked
let
how Laura
herself,
just
you
yeah, I
know.
liked how Laura just said spit it out, like say
Yeah,
what you want and I mean I thought Ava did. I thought at that point Ava did just like cut to the chase and
yeah,
like I didn't think she was manipulating her at that point. I thought it was kind of an even exchange where, Laura could have said no at that point.
yeah. And I sort of hoped she would. Or at least I hoped she would say she'd think about it. But
Mhm.
Ava conveniently left out the whole thing about Alexis and
Right,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
Sonny, and it was just
Right.
like she's just going to be spinning, these
Yeah.
bits of information in a way that suits her all over town.
Yeah, that's true, probably. I don't
But
know. I don't know what she's up to. I mean, we haven't
yeah,
I feel like this has been very uneven
yeah,
writing and that
yeah.
maybe it was when they swapped out a writer or something. We had
Mhm.
all this scheming going on
Mhm. Yep.
to no end.
Mhm.
Um we didn't ever get a hint of what she was up to and then she just got
Right.
kicked to the curb.
Right.
So what was her plan? She hasn't
Mhm.
even like said, "Oh, rats! I won't get to complete my diabolical plan when I was gonna,
Right.
blah 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 blah." And
Mhm. Yeah.
and now all this scheming she's doing now is simply in response to being kicked to the curb.
Right. Right. Yeah.
It doesn't have
And
anything to
yeah.
do what she was doing before. And it's like
Mhm.
they just sort of dropped all that, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, and now, like, as far as Sonny's meds go, who knows what's happening there? Like, if
Yeah,
Valentine is still like, if that's we don't know if that's still actively going on, that his meds are being tampered with, and
right. I mean, other
you know,
people are mentioning that Sonny's
yeah,
being crazy, but Sonny hasn't been crazy.
he
So
hasn't really been crazy lately. No, no, he's
I know what
been.
else happened Friday. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Was that the day we had Carly and Jason talking?
Oh yeah, gosh, I can't believe I forgot that part. Yeah,
Oh
Jason came.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, Carly summoned Jason over to her house
Yeah.
where the moss seemed big again, right?
The moss looked good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Different
Looking good.
bowl, I guess, but big
Yeah, it was like
moss.
a scallopy sort of bowl, but
Yeah, I don't.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems. I thought that took away from the moss, but anyway.
I wonder how you care for a bowl of moss like that. I have to Google that. Like, do you just keep it moist, keep it wet?
I
Like,
guess.
grows in a forest is you think it'd be kind of
Yeah,
bright in the kitchen.
yeah. You'd think it would be depressed under that fake light.
I imagine they just keep replacing the moss.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Just like
could
I
be
found out my
fake.
mother used to replace her African violets all the time. I didn't know that. I thought like she wasn't really big with plants, but I was like, well, but she does really well with African violets. And then she later in life revealed she just chucked them and got a new one at the grocery store whenever she felt like it.
Oh, that's cute. That's
Yeah, they
cute.
died all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mhm.
Yeah, so Carly and Jason, what'd you think of that conversation?
Um, well, it seemed like it could have gone further than it did. I don't know. They kind of seem to say the same thing over and over, or maybe that's just like how it
Yeah, like
felt. I don't
Jason
know.
just says, Carly, don't do anything. And she says, but I want to. And he says, don't
Yeah.
do anything. And she says, but I'm going to. But I want to. I really want to. And he's, don't do anything.
And she says, "Okay, I won't." And then he
And then,
says,
yeah,
"Okay, you won't." And she's, "But what if I have to? I'm going to."
yeah,
It's like, oh
yeah.
my god, here we go again. Yeah.
It's a little reminiscent. When I was little, my brothers used to wind me up, um, like just wind me up like crazy. Like they hold me by my forehead. I don't know if anybody else had brothers that did that. Did yours do this to you?
I don't
So
think
you
so.
like so they'd be holding you with their arm out straight by your
Yeah, so you
forehead.
try to punch him.
Yeah, so you're like
Hmm.
scratching and clawing and they're just out of reach. It's
Hmm.
infuriating. Or one would do that and the other one would be holding your arms back or whatever, like
Another big piece of the puzzle, everyone.
you know. And I would get spitting mad. And they
Uh-huh.
would be like, "Okay, you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. We'll let you go once you calm down. We'll let you go." And I'd be like, "Yep, I'm calm. Yep, yep." And then they let me go, and I would just like muckle on like you wouldn't believe, and try to kill
Oh.
them. So it's kind of like Carly's.
I like how you said that.
Well, nobody can make you as mad as your brothers, don't you think?
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah.
they just know how to poke you and like
Yeah.
get right under your skin and be like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they thought I would get so wound. It was funny for them,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they,
Oh, yeah. Of course.
because I was the baby, and they would just wind me
Hmm.
up. Anyway, it just reminds me the way Carly's like, oh yeah, yeah, I won't do anything,
Hmm.
and she's
Hmm.
gonna, she's gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm afraid Jason, and I suppose before Jason, Carly, they've created an impossible situation for themselves. You know?
In that they love each other more than anybody else, but they can't be together or something like that. Sort of a romantic. What I don't know what you mean.
I'm sorry, Gia. Maybe a little of that, but mostly because Carly did say what she said, in front of the five families, blah,
Oh, you mean
whatever.
specifically with this
Yeah.
situation? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Jason agreeing to this deal, and clearly if it didn't wrap up, now that we sort of have thought about it a little more, it seems like if he was going to be, let off the hook, probably that would have happened already. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Right.
either he stays trapped or she, gambles and, hopes to get a light sentence or whatever, you know.
He needs to just get some kind of dirt, some kind of leverage on Jagger.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I
Good.
imagine that's what Carly's thinking, and she's going to try
Mm-hmm.
and lay some trap for Jagger that's going to backfire, of course, because
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, you're right. You're right. That's the only way out,
yeah.
really, right?
But imagine what Jason would think if he knew that Carly had gone to Brennan. Like she hasn't revealed that she's gone to Brennan
Right, right.
twice.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, can you imagine the way he's going to shake his head and roll his eyes at that?
Right.
Like
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
frequently she's not very smart.
Nope, and thinks she is, so.
Yeah, so she's going to lay some trap for Jagger, I think. Something where
Mhm.
I don't know. Somehow she's going to get caught out with either Brennan or Jagger, and I can't
Mhm.
decide.
Yeah. Do you
I
think
think,
when sorry, go ahead.
well, I was just going to say, I think Brennan's going to be like the bad guy that's actually going to do good at some point. Like, we
Even
know he's a
like,
bad guy.
yeah, you think maybe he'll help Carly, but that's like his one
Yes.
sort of soft spot really is
Yeah,
for
his
Carly.
kryptonite. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, could be that would be, I guess, okay with me. And I'm wondering, do you think when Jagger showed up with the champagne, do you think he was trying to maybe play Carly a bit?
No, I think he's also a little smitten with her.
You think that was genuine, like him
I
being
think so. Yeah.
like acting
Yeah,
like
because
us?
he showed his teeth and everything. He he smiled.
I didn't notice. Okay.
He flipped his hair back a little bit,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. All right. Yeah. Well, I hope so. I hope he's, sort of blinded by her charm or whatever.
Her blonde mane and her
Yeah.
blazers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She always does a good job, like when Jason was sort of arguing with her and she's getting all teary. She always looks genuinely sort of sad, or emotional,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, and
know?
he looks genuinely exasperated.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they might end up bumping uglies at some
Doing
point
it.
during that
Really.
exchange.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
feel like they're leaving the door open for that with those two.
maybe. Yeah, yeah. I mean, gosh, when she asked him why he chose her, it's like, well, what do you think, Carly?
Yeah, like that's I just felt like the moment there was ripe,
Hmm.
but so maybe the fact that they passed it up means they're not going there.
Maybe
But
not. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's strange. It's a little
and
bit strange.
I know you want him paired with Elizabeth.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't mind that, but if Lucky's coming back, who knows what that's gonna mean?
Well, and is Lucky coming back
Back,
for
back.
yeah, or is he just coming to tease us with a little
Yeah, I don't
couple
know.
episode?
I don't know. It's hard. You don't want to get too invested when it
Right,
might just
right.
be temporary.
Right, because they would do that like with Brenda frequently, and you'd be like, "Oh my God,
Yes,
they're bringing Brenda!"
trot
But
Brent.
and then
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I
Hmm.
wonder what is she doing these days? What are you doing, Brenda?
Oh, well, I saw that she was doing one of those like meet and greet things with Sonny to benefit like a animal rescue thing or something.
Oh, how
Yeah,
nice!
isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So I liked that. Um. Okay, where were we? Where were we, Jan?
Well, we just covered Carly and Jason on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Oh, did you feel like when Nina and Drew were sort of sparring that if they hadn't been interrupted, they would have done it on the floor again?
Coitus. Yes.
Coitus.
Yes, I
Yes.
do. I think every time she comes in there now, that's what she's
She's
angling for.
hoping, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't care
Yeah.
how many people she could take to Paris or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. She's just another reason to
Yeah.
bang into his office with that voice thing going.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I think also that she sniffed a little something in the air with
With
Jordan in there.
Jordan. Yeah, I know. I thought so too. And I didn't know if she was sad about that and acting like, she was cool.
I think she was jealous and
Yeah.
probably will want to lay claim to Drew in a more
Yeah.
permanent way.
Oh, okay.
Jordan looks smashing in her
I
tight
thought so
skirt and
too.
top.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
that was a nice color on Jordan.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. She
Yeah.
didn't get to dress that way when she was a cop, so that she's probably glad
Right.
she can bust out
Yeah,
with
I bet. Yeah, you're
nice
right.
looking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. But they still don't really, it seems like she still doesn't really get to have anything interesting to say,
No, we don't see her too much either. So,
No.
they
No.
don't seem to want to invest in her storylines these
Yeah,
days.
it's too bad.
Yeah.
I would like to see her go in like a completely different direction story-wise.
Like become a heroin addict or something or
Well, maybe not like that, but maybe like I wouldn't mind seeing some sort of like a unexpected love interest, but not with Drew.
Mm.
Cannot be with Drew.
No, that's what they're doing. They're testing the waters there.
I
Yeah.
know. I know.
They're like, hey, they're both tall. They'd look good. Yeah, who could she have an unexpected affair with? Well, remember how she had the hot and heavy affair with Portia's brother, and then he was just
Yeah.
dropped out of the,
Just gone.
just gone. No mention of him ever again.
Nope.
So wacky.
Yeah. It is
Wacky.
wacky. Huh.
They're not being very good stewards of their storylines these
No,
days,
they're not,
unfortunately.
are they, Gia? And it
No,
hurts. It hurts us.
it hurts us internally and externally. And
Yeah.
do you want to talk about what a wench Natalia is?
Oh, well, that's another interesting thing, isn't it? Um, well, yeah, first, like, how uncomfortable were you when she and Sonny were at the pool by themselves with the glowing balls?
So yucky, so yucky.
Yeah. And yeah, I just kept thinking, Sonny, please, please don't get involved with this woman.
I like nothing about either of them when they're together.
Yeah, right, right. It's ugh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So that was bad. And then Ava deciding that, and I don't know how she thinks this plays into her plan for
Well,
Sonny, or is this just separate, or does she think he's
I
going to
I
go
was
nuts?
I was thinking maybe she'd think that Sonny doesn't know about what a homophobe Natalia is, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
so not homophobic that maybe that would
right.
be shocking to him. But he does kind of know because she kind of has said stuff to him.
Yeah, and I agree. Maybe just the way Natalia talks in that bit of tape, and clearly, she's not really respectful of her daughter or Kristina. Maybe that would be
No,
enough to
yeah,
set him
yeah.
off. I don't know.
But yeah, and there's the thing, like, obviously we're supposed to hate this character. They're not
Yeah,
giving us anything much to like about her.
right.
Um, but there's something about somebody being a like a villain in the
Uh
plot
huh.
line.
Yeah.
But they don't have to be like a bitch,
Right.
you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And she's just super bitchy all the time.
Yeah. All the
It's just
time.
it's just I don't know, everything, even in like the little meeting, like she was just like
Mm-hmm.
bitchy in everything she said to everybody. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't think, I'm trying to think of an example of a villain who's not, I don't know. Like just the way she talks to people, she
Mm-hmm.
disrespects everybody like, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just her manner as that character is like ugh.
Yeah. Like everybody is the help.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. I mean, maybe it's kind of like reminiscent of much earlier Tracy, but
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know. Like that would be a long time ago, Tracy. That was, but
Mm-hmm.
Tracy, like there was some humor in Tracy's.
Yeah.
Tracy had a lot of zingers towards people, but
Right.
usually it was kind of with some humor.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Natalia is just like God, you're fun to
Yeah.
be around.
I
She's just,
know. Yeah. She's just awful.
and I guess they want her to be that way, or they wouldn't have taken. I gather she was a well liked character on another soap, so
Like, hmm.
I don't know why they chose to go this route. Um,
Yeah. Right. And
but it's
yeah.
working. If we're supposed to hate her, we do.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. And it would be, and I guess that's easier to write. It's easier to write someone who's pretty one dimensional.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
But it would be more interesting if she had some parts of her that we liked, or could relate to, and then she had also this thing that we didn't understand, you
I
know?
think. Yeah, I think we're supposed to believe that the one likable thing about her is that she looks out for her daughter, but I don't even see that. I see that more as
No.
like she gets off on controlling her daughter
Yeah, yeah.
more than I
Mhm.
don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, nuance is harder to convey, of course, than
Mhm.
just flat out.
Mhm. Yeah. But and even when she's nice to Sunny, you feel like she's got an agenda.
Yeah, and she's just being like this fakey. I just can't
Yeah.
stand the little giggle and the I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure I will be coming around to loving her, of
I
course,
know. I know.
as we always do. But speaking of villains, where's Cyrus? What happened to Cyrus?
What did happen to Cyrus? Huh. We saw he was cleaning at the
Yeah,
Port
he was a
Charles Grill or
foreman, and
something?
he was working at the Port Charles Grill, and
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think he'd done his radio show, but that had
Yeah,
ended already for some
he
reason.
ended that. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't explain his departure really either, did they?
I guess just summer vacay, huh?
I guess.
Mm.
Yeah. They really could at least allude to where a person is.
Allude. Excellent word. You're really hitting on all cylinders with the vocab tonight. Gold star to
Thanks,
you.
Gia.
You're welcome. Um, we had another big scene with Kristina and Alexis.
Yes, we did, didn't we? What
Yeah,
did you think about that one?
I liked it. It was bordering. It was a borderline sparkle pony, I thought.
Oh, okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. I thought it sort of seemed like it was I expected it to go in one direction, with Christina sort of digging in to the idea that she was going to, try to get the baby, or that was like foremost in her mind. But then
Yeah,
it seemed like she had sort of come to some realization. And was that due to her conversation with Blaze? That,
yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I thought it was going to go that way too. And the Alexis was going to be, well, I told you so. I
y-
warned you.
right, right. So it was nice when Alexis was really just purely comforting and supportive,
Yeah, she was purely a supportive mother there, and really
Mm-hmm.
quite wonderful with her.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and I felt real sympathy for Christina, even though
Mm-hmm.
everybody said how
Right.
like danger. This could be dangerous to think you're going to give up a baby and not feel it. And
Mm-hmm.
but I felt like she was really just Alexis was really just letting her explore those
Yeah.
very real emotions that she was
Mm-hmm.
having.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and the explanation, of course, the hormones are
Mm-hmm.
playing a part, all of that. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was nice that Alexis just acknowledged the
Yeah.
realness of those feelings, whether or not it leads to Christina trying to keep the baby. It was just
Mm-hmm.
nice to see a mother being so terribly supportive. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think in a way, like just validating Christina's feelings sort of makes it more possible for her to let go of the idea of keeping the baby,
yeah,
Like
it's like the
there's
elephant in the room. If they just would like
yeah.
say, of course it's going to be hard
Mhm.
to give up the baby, of course it
Mhm.
will.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I don't know, I thought it was kind of a sweet scene. And
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Alexis is strong when she's like that.
Yeah, that's when I like Alexis, when she's a little maybe more humble, and
Yeah, yeah.
like not the person with the answers, and stuff like that,
Not
or I don't
not
know.
such a smart aleck or something. Or
Yeah, yeah. I liked her like that. So that
I
was
like her like that. I like her with
mhm.
Diane too.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. And I also liked when Christina was talking to Blaze, and in that scene I thought Christina was a little more, I don't know, like maybe she was just too focused on like what she thought she wanted or something, but she didn't seem like as well rounded or like warm when they were having
Yeah,
that conversation,
that was Friday, right? I'm having trouble
I think so.
pulling it up.
And
Okay, yeah.
yeah, but I like that Blaze was honest, and said,
Yeah,
I don't think I'm ready and at this point in my career, because that would have been kind of fatal if she had, pretended that, she'd
right,
be
right,
fine with it.
right. Yeah, they're a nice couple, aren't they? Is it
Yeah.
like isn't it nice to just have like a gay couple on a TV show, and it's not necessarily all about the fact that they're a gay couple. It's just like
Yeah,
stuff.
two people, yeah, working through stuff. Yeah.
And don't you
Yeah.
think that could like go miles in conditioning
Mhm.
people that might have had trouble with that to just like go, oh, like,
Mhm.
hey, these, to not even realize that it's normalizing it, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, they're
Yeah.
just like a normal couple. And
Mhm.
so kudos to the soaps for kind of
Yeah.
tackling. I
Yeah.
mean, I know we've had gay characters on shows for a long time now, but
Mhm.
um, I feel like a lot of times it's just, I don't know, like comic
Yeah.
relief gay
Mhm. Right.
character or something,
Yeah.
and this is just
Yeah.
like the day-to-day nuts and bolts of people getting
Mhm.
along.
Yep. Yep. Mhm. And yeah, having sort of the same struggles that a straight couple might have about
Right,
having a
right.
baby, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I think they're a nice couple.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Well, what else did we have? Did we have anything else exciting to talk about?
Hmm. Um,
Hmm.
well, I guess we had maybe, I don't know if this is even significant enough to mention, but when Gio and Trina had their little conversation, when she showed him
Oh yeah, his
the gallery
yeah
stuff,
his name. She couldn't have put a picture.
it did seem like they were maybe, yeah, testing the waters there of those two.
Yeah, and they were kind of
We'll,
cute together. That'd be all right.
yeah, yeah, uh huh, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, and Sonny and Josh, that's an interesting dynamic those two have.
Yeah, Joss is like older than her years when she
Yeah,
deals
and
with people. Like she suddenly
mhm,
seemed a lot older than Trina, just like
yeah, uh huh,
in
and
speaking to Sonny. And yeah,
she might be the only person who really doesn't back down with Sonny.
right, right, yeah. Because even Carly will sometimes
Mm-hmm.
kind of cave on things because she still like
Mm-hmm.
deep down loves him, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joss just kind of tells it like it is and
Yeah.
doesn't
And then
doesn't get
that
flustered or anything.
no, and it means on some level she knows he would never hurt her, you know.
Yeah, let's hope not. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hope. I guess we don't know if the med thing might still take a turn.
Rear its ugly head at some point here. I don't know. It's like, is some new writer going to come along and take that storyline up again, or what?
Yeah.
What's going on,
Yeah.
people? Come on,
Right. Well, and I was thinking
sort
like
yourselves.
right. Ava's probably a little frustrated that she's not in the apartment anymore cuz she could like tamper with the meds herself.
Yeah, yeah,
Um so I don't know what's going to happen there, but yeah, we'll see. It's once again we like Valentine drops out of sight, when other people come back, so we don't get the
right.
continuity of some of these
Yeah,
storylines.
but I do wish the Pikeman thing would just go ahead and like wrap itself up somehow.
Yeah, the Pikeman thing, people.
I mean,
Please.
has it been years we've been doing
I think
Pikeman?
it's been 5 years of Pikeman. Yeah, since before we
Seriously? Are you
started this
joking?
podcast.
Seriously?
No, it feels like 5 years though,
I'm
doesn't it?
prepared to believe you. It feels like it.
I know. Hospital writers, if you listen to one thing we say, please
Yeah.
let it be this: kill the Pikeman thing.
Kill the pipe. Wrap it up. Don't
Wrap
drop
it
it, but
up.
wrap it. Wrap it up like the
Yeah,
fabulous
yeah.
Thunderbirds.
I was talking about the
Wrap.
fabulous Thunderbirds earlier
You
today.
were?
Yeah.
Well, now how did that happen?
Well, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she mentioned a band called the Mavericks, and I said, "Do
Okay,
they
I
have
haven't
that
heard of them, but
song? Um, the one you were just singing? Is it called Wrap It Up or
yeah.
something?" And I said, "Was that Mavericks?" And she said, "No, that was the Fabulous Thunderbirds." Like, oh yeah, yeah. So, isn't that weird?
That is weird. Yeah.
Like
I went and
five
saw
hours
them
ago.
when I was in high school.
Did you? Hmm.
But my high school self didn't know that my future self was going to play harmonica. And
Yeah. Uh huh.
I believe that my girlfriend and I spent the whole concert trying to get older boys to get alcohol for us. I
Oh yeah. You
don't think I
paint
was really
quite a
paying attention.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a Monet or
Well,
Matisse.
who used to paint whores?
Bazinga.
And I have
I
to
was so
say,
far from being a whore though in high
I
school. I think
know.
I would have wanted to be one, but I didn't know how to pull that
Yeah,
off. You know,
because you're not good at math, so there was the money part of it. That's what kept you from being a whore.
I think mostly it was because I looked like I was like 11, you know, till I was 25 or something. And then I shot right up into looking like I'm 60, and I'm not actually 60 yet.
Oh God.
But I did spend a lot of time trying to get alcohol. I feel like not always successfully, but there was the quest for alcohol was.
Yeah.
We really wanted to get our hands on it. Parents should know that.
I know.
You need to know that about your children, and I'm sure it's all kinds of other stuff.
Oh, these days, yeah, gosh.
Yeah, so don't believe your teenagers. Do not believe them.
No, not a word out of their mouths.
Yeah, not even trust, but verify. Just verify and double check and put cameras everywhere, and you know. Because I was a pretty straight-laced kid.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I was out there trying to get alcohol all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
Now we're back to the alcoholism storyline, but there's something that in humans that makes you want to alter your consciousness, and
yeah.
it's an emotion not to be toyed with. It's there,
right?
Anyway, you got anything else? We got other stuff. Have we kind of covered it?
I think we've covered it, Gia. Yeah.
No. Under time. It's amazing.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, and that's with me like doing a rant there at the
right
spots. Yeah.
Right, that's true. Several rants.
You can have a rant.
I'll have a mini rant. Now that I've had to recreate my Facebook page, and you were the first friend that that was added.
I know, and it was so weird. Like your profile pic, I was like, "There's no way this is real." A kitten in a bowl. That's so not her.
A kitten in a bowl. I know. That's where at the bookstore where I work, everybody there's a kitty.
Well, I didn't recognize the cat or anything. I was like, "This is just somebody's hacked her for real." Anyway, sorry.
So apparently, like the Facebook algorithm thinks that if I like you, I like all of the people you know. So now all the friend suggestions are fucking harmonica players. And it's like,
and they're all dudes.
delete.
Yeah, the profile of most of my like friends are like, men, age 58 to 90 or something. They're all harmonica players. But
yeah. Oh man.
And you. And me. Did you make any other friends yet? I hate to say this. But you could put something on your page, like a post saying, "Hey, this is my new page," or something, like just to let people know that.
I don't know. I kind of like having just a few friends now. We'll see. I don't know, Gia. Yeah, it'll all work out.
Did you delete your old one, or is it going to disappear in a month or something?
I think it's going to disappear in a month. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, everybody.
The modern world. It's so funny.
Yeah, silly the things that we get worked up about.
Yeah.
So there you have it, Gia.
Are we gonna? I know nobody's listening now, but just for
logging on Thursday.
Yeah, it's 4th of July. I don't care. I'll be home by then. And,
yeah, well, we'll have to see. Are they going to have an episode of Hospital for us? I'm not sure.
Oh, right. They might. Yeah, they might just have a rerun.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to play it by ear. So you guys aren't playing that night?
We're playing in the daytime.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll be home. It could be noisy because
Florida
loves fireworks. They love them. Yeah. Somebody was shooting them off last night already. Like, really?
Oh,
already.
yeah. Right.
But
That's the
anyway,
beauty
okay,
of
we'll
this
just,
time of year.
if you don't hear us on Thursday, have a good Independence Day. But you might hear us. I don't know.
You might. And yeah, maybe we'll are you playing Friday night?
I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's days away. Okay.
It
But we'll
is, yeah.
figure something out and we'll keep you
Okay.
posted.
All
Okay.
right. Well, it was lovely chatting with you, and thank you to everybody
Same.
out there.
Yes, thank you
Same.
everybody.
Same.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye,
See ya.
Gia.
Bye.
Goodbye.